Namaste. I'm Shireen Fulchan from South Africa, and I'm studying the 300-hour Kundalini Yoga Teacher Training course through World Peace Yoga School in Rishikesh in India. Today I'm going to speak to you about Moon Salutation or Chandra Namaskar. Now let's look at the meaning. When we speak about Chandra Namaskar, Chandra is moon, Namaskar is salute. So when we say Chandra Namaskar, it means that we are saluting the moon, right? So when we salute the moon, then we are actually receiving the divine energies from the moon. Now, to do moon salutation, we have to do a series of 14 steps. And in that set of 14 steps, there are 8 different asanas that we perform. Now, considering that there are 8 asanas that we perform, it gives the body a complete workout, right? The muscles of the legs, the arms are all toned up, whether it's the hamstring, the calves, all of the muscles in the legs and the arms, the spine is, the flexibility of the spine improves, the back muscles, the shoulder, the neck, and the hips, all of it improves in flexibility, in tone, and in strength. It also improves one's strength because they are also balancing certain postures required to balance. It improves your poise. So looking at it, these 14 steps gives you an overall workout with an overall feeling of well-being physically, to the physical body. And if one wants to look at it as a cardio exercise, then if you do moon salutation fast, then you'll find that it has a cardio effect and you begin to burn calories. And then those who are looking at losing weight can also use it for that purpose. Besides the physical body having the benefit, the emotional body also benefits because you are saluting the moon, and the moon has an effect on one's emotional intelligence. And the more you perform the salutation, the greater the improvement on the emotional intelligence of one person, or the emotional well-being. Now, we also know that the moon waxes and wanes, right? So when the moon is at its peak, that's when it is full moon, and one performs moon salutation at that time, then the energy that you get from that from the moon during that time is even greater. So one must not bypass the full moon, and make sure you keep track of the dates and perform it during the full moon time. Also, we know that the moon is visible at night, so it is best to perform moon salutation at about 6 p.m. in the evening. Now, what are the contraindications for moon salutation? Well, if you have a knee problem or a back problem, lower back, spinal problem, shoulder problems, then it can become a problem, and it's preferable that you do moon salutation with the supervision of your yoga teacher, a trained yoga teacher, or get the permission from your doctor, authorized by a doctor, then it will be fine. Now, also pregnant women will have to be cautious because there are 6 asanas, and not all asanas, especially those that you go lying down on the tummy, can become a problem for pregnant women. So they should avoid this. So now I'm going to show you a demonstration of the moon salutation. We will go through the 14 steps first, and then where it's necessary to modify it. I will come back to the modifications, but I will show you the first 14 steps, right? So you will stand in Samasthiti, feet together, ankles and toes touching, hands at the side, shoulders raised and rolled back, spine is straight, head must be looking straight, right? We take a deep breath in and out, and with the next in breath, bring your hand into the Namaste position or Pranam Asana, which is the first asana. So we exhale and inhale up into Hasta Uttanasana, and we try to go as far back as possible. Exhale and go down into Hasta Padasana, right? Then you inhale, take the left leg right back into Asvanchalasana. And then, this is the important part, you raise your hand up to salute the moon in Chandra Namaskar Asana. Then take your hands down, back onto the mat, curl your left toes in, pick up your left knee, and then take your right foot back to meet your left. Now here, you'll push your bum up as much as you can go. Try to keep your feet flat on the mat, and hands are straight with the head between the hands. Then we bring our knees and chest and chin onto the mat into Astanga Namaskar Asana. Then slide into Cobra. Then we go back into Parvat Asana, remembering everything I told you. Then bring the knees down, left leg back, and then we come back up into Asvanchalasana, and again into Chandra Namaskar Asana. Then hands down, curl the right toes in now, pick up the right knee, walk the right foot to the front of the mat in line with the left into Hasta Padasana again. Bend the knees, pick your hands up into Hasta Uttanasana and back into Pranamasana. And that gives you the sequence of the 14 steps that you're supposed to do for moon salutation. Now I'm going to show you only those poses where you might have difficulty and where you can make adjustments, right? So we just look at those. So we go back into Samasthiti, we go into Namaste, Pranamasana, and then up into Hasta Uttanasana. Now when you're here, you're supposed to go as far back as your spine will allow, like a back bend. But if you have difficulty and you can't bend back because of your lower back, then you keep your spine straight, right? So you modify it. Then with the exhale, you go down. Now here again, some people can't touch the mat, so you use yoga blocks. Depending on how difficult your position is, you can have it like that, or you can turn it like that, or you can bring it like that. You'll have to work out what your difficulty is, right? So you come down, and then to move your leg back, you bend your knees, and then take your left leg back, right? So this is fine, and then you go into moon salutation or Chandra Namaskar. Here again, you're supposed to go backwards as far as you can go, but if you can't go too back, even if you hold it here, it's fine. Then you take your hands back, and then you go into mountain. Now, this is another point of difficulty where you can't keep your feet flat on the mat. If you can't keep your feet flat on the mat, then you can be on your toes. It's fine. Then, when your feet goes down and you go into, you're supposed to slide into Astanga Namaskar Asana. But if you can't do that because your arms are weak, then go flat on the mat and then pick up your bum. Your chin, chest and bum is off the mat. So you Ashtanga means 8. So 2 hands, toes, chin, chest. Then slide into Bhujangasana. Then here again, if you're having difficulty, go into baby cobra. Right? So those are all the modifications that you can do when one does the moon salutation. Now, if you look at it, this really gives you an all-round workout for the complete body. And it's also working on your chakras because there are 8 asanas that we're using. We're also working on the different chakras, your 7 major chakras. And this entire process not only has an effect of physically rejuvenating you, but it also cleanses and purifies your chakras. So that's all from me. I hope you have learned something from this video. Namaste. Thank you.